Oh.
Hey yo, it's time to roar, get loud, let's ignite. Jeremy B in the house, we keeping it tight. Every weekday at 11, we ready to ride. Lions Talk Live, come and join the pride. Waking up early, it's that morning grind. Tune in to the show, leave the troubles behind. Jeremy B's the king, with the voice like thunder. Every word he spits, it's a lyrical wonder. Got the lions around, sharp and fierce. When we hear one pride, you can't help but feel your heart pierce. Talking all the topics, keep it real, keep it raw. With a lion's mentality, we're ready for the roar. One pride, it feels right. Jeremy B bringing the heat, morning light. Every weekday at 11, we taking flight. Lions Talk Alive, yeah, we ready to bite. One pride, hear us loud. Jeremy's in the zone, making us proud.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Hey, good morning. It's Lions Talk with Smoke and Jeremy B. We've got Will Vogel here. It's morning if you're central and heading west, but it's afternoon here, so good afternoon.
Yes, I just got a haircut this morning, as you can tell.
I know your ears are lower. You got it.
Feels good. Feels really good to get a haircut.
I haven't done shit. So. That being said, Vaki and Lopez, Dan Campbell confirmed this morning. Vaki is a hamstring strain, not a pull, not a major injury. Lopez injured his lower leg, is all I heard, and it's probably only going to be a few days before either one of them return to practice. So that's good news. In other news, Alex Anzalone is upset that I'm just going to go through all the news and then we'll react to it as we go.
Yep.
Alex Anzalone is upset that he doesn't have a new contract, but will play on it. He's not holding out. He has a hamstring injury as well. Brodric Martin left practice this morning with a foot injury. And with it being year 3, I was saying that this was the year he had to show out, or he'll probably be gone as soon as Wingo comes off the PUP list. And we got Robbie in here. What up, fellas? Good to see you, Mr. Defoe. Or DeFeo. Let me say it right because it looks like it's Italian. And so now with this injury, if it's anything major, he's going to be out a while. Then Maurice Norris today was chastised by Dan Campbell and kicked out of the practice facility for not tackling properly with the second unit.
I'll give my comments after that.
So that's basically all of it in a nutshell. We know that the starting first string O-line right now until Decker's healthy is Skipper, Mahogany, Ratledge at center, Glasgow at left guard, and Penei Sewell at right guard. Nice. So Penei Sewell got owned by Marcus Davenport yesterday, like completely owned. Yeah, mind-blowing.
Davenport?
Davenpoop. Davenpoop looked like Davenport again, like the 9.5 sack year guy.
Wow.
And that's surprising to me.
What topic did you start with?
Say what? I started with the Vaki and Lopez. Vaki and Lopez.
I'm just happy. It's a big sigh of relief. You don't want to see guys come out, but if they do, hopefully it's nothing major. And thank goodness it's nothing major. Yeah, they'll just rest and they'll come back and do their thing, what they've been doing. So yeah, it's good to hear that they're recovering and it's nothing major.
Isn't that every guy in America right now? Isn't this every guy in America right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was kicked out of practice.
Yeah, Brent, I'll get to that when we talk about
Go ahead and get to that one now, because we got the sigh of relief on Vaki and Lopez, and that was the biggest thing.
Getting kicked out of practice. You don't want to get kicked out of practice, especially by your head coach for not tackling right. That's not a good sign, because then it shows you're not learning and you're not caring and you're just being lazy and you're like, oh, okay, it's just practice. I'll tackle how I want to tackle. No, you listen to your head coach and you tackle how you're supposed to, or else, guess what? You're either going to be benched or kicked out of practice. And guess what? He got kicked out of practice.
So what do you think about what Alex Anzalone said? He's upset he hasn't got a new contract, but he's still going to play if they don't. He's just recovering from his hamstring.
I'm a little sad to hear that. He is a little bit older. He's in his mid 30s. I understand, but you know what? I'm happy he's not like one of some players who are like, oh,
Oh, there we
if
go.
you don't give me an
There
extension.
we go.
So,
Welcome in, Paul
but
Jones. Good to see you, brother.
but yeah, he's coming off an hamstring injury, a little injury, but he is a little bit older, and I'm just happy he's not one of those guys who's like grumpy and is like, yeah, I'm not going to play until they give me more of an extension. No, he's a team player. He's all about this team. He even was quoting saying, and I love it, and I think it will happen. He says, I want to retire a Lion, which I guarantee is going to happen.
Who's that?
Out Anzalone.
Oh, yeah. Well, at his age, I wouldn't be surprised if he retires after the season. I think he's
Yeah,
just
he's
surprised we haven't extended him.
yeah, he's 30
30.
30, yeah.
He likes that song. So
Yep,
does
it's
Jim
a good one.
Jackson's wife. Every time I play that, she gets up and dances.
Yeah, I bet. It's a good
No,
one.
he said it in the chat. Every time he
Oh,
says, there she
I
goes,
remember
his wife
that. Yep.
dancing.
Yep. What else? I'm trying to think of the other ones you brought up.
Okay, next up, and this is something that I found surprising because I forgot to mention it. Our sharpest quarterback through 2 days of camp has been Hendon Hooker, completing 82% of his passes
I like
and no interceptions yet.
I like it.
And
He's
that
developing.
means he's probably going to be moving up the depth chart because right now it was the UDFA out of Eastern Michigan that was ahead of him, not Kyle Allen.
Really, I didn't know that.
Kyle Allen has looked like Chapupu.
Who? So is Kyle Allen going to be Suckfeld's 2.0?
Yeah, pretty much. He's Suckfeld 2.0 at this point. He has absolutely no mobility. He has almost no pocket presence, and his arm is worse than a wet noodle, like Mel Kiper said about Tom Brady.
Right. No, I like the progression from Hooker. JB and I've talked. I've loved Hooker since college. The injury sucked,
I
but
loved hookers. I loved hookers before college, but that's another story.
that's another story. Exactly right. But no, the kid's still young. He's learning. He's getting better as the years go on. I like him.
Good to see everybody here today. Thank you for watching. Make sure you get those likes out. Right now, we got Dave Eastman and Chada Ortega as our likes on Facebook. And I know Paul's there. He'll get it.
And then the other one was God. Well, you brought up another one. I can't think besides
Brodric
Davenport.
Martin. Brodric Martin.
Oh,
I was
God.
saying this was the year he had to show something, or when Wingo returned, he'd probably be on the practice squad or off the roster. And then today he injures his foot.
I think Martin's gone. I literally think this is the year he's gone. After this year, you're gone. Because hasn't he only played like 5 games in 2 years?
Yeah, they've been high.
Yeah, that's
And
and he's been lit.
he hasn't been awful, but he hasn't been great. He's done some
Yeah.
things well, but he hasn't done the whole package yet. And with it being year 3, this is the year he has to show something. And the other one that does is the guy that's going to back off of his injury in week 2 is Josh Pascal. He's in the last year of his contract.
Yeah, and Brodric's like has had foot injuries for these last few years. So if you're the Lions, I wouldn't be surprised if one of those two is gone after this year. You're gonna have to narrow it down to one of those two.
Yeah, we have lots of people we play this song for, Pat.
Do you
They
remember
love
we
it.
looped? I remember one day we looped it for one show. It was the
Yeah,
funniest thing.
yeah, I got it to download the one time.
But yeah, I think Brodric Martin's gone for sure.
Exactly, Paul Jones. It is. He's only got a season or two left in the bank, so I don't think I'd give him like top money like the other extensions that were up there. I wouldn't be given. I might do like the Barnes deal, the $8 million with a lot of incentives, where he's only got like a $3.5 or $4 million cap hit. But I'm not. I'm not giving him a $10.5 million contract at 30 years old.
No, because your
Now,
play goes down after the age of 30.
and that's pretty much across the league, except in what, 4 instances? Tom Brady,
Yep.
Drew Brees, Frank Gore, and AP.
Yeah, exactly.
Maurice Norris, our third guy on the depth chart, due to the fact he's been a part of the system for 3 years, he was actually kicked out of practice because he was refusing to tackle in 11-on-11 by Dan Campbell.
Do you think Campbell's gonna do an interview and talk about it, or no? He
Oh,
keeps
that's
that.
probably going to get addressed in the morning interview tomorrow because he really doesn't do very many after unless something major happens or it's a scheduled event. I think Wednesday is his afternoon scheduled stuff, and that's where I get stuff for the NFL roundtable talks to talk about the Lions. I pick and choose which one I want to do because it'll be a hot topic.
Yeah, yeah. You like I said, listen to your coach for gosh sakes. Come on, man.
I completely agree. And the other one is that Gainer, the tackle slash guard that we brought in as a UDFA a couple years ago. This is his put up or shut up year.
Yeah, there's a handful of guys.
Yes, Thursday is the first day in pads. I'm going to say it right now. Tomorrow there will be no show. I have some legal obligations I have to take care of and work. So there will be a Wednesday night roundtable talk, of course, but that is always going to go at 9 o'clock because I get out early enough to do it.
Yep, and I'll be there.
No.
Okay. I've been on shows a
don't
lot lately,
don't
for the
don't
most part.
squeeze your cheeks too much. You might squish something out of that butt chin. Exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. Well, uh, yeah, I don't know what I was gonna
I just
say.
can't believe we went over 6 topics in 12 minutes already.
Well, yeah, it happens. Unfortunately,
But
it goes by like.
but
And no,
Wednesday
I haven't read
roundtable is
it.
good. Thank you, Robbie.
Thank you, Robbie. Appreciate it. Yeah,
Dude
it's
just
fun.
doesn't want to tackle TK85 or Isaac Tesla or what is it, Khalif Raymond or Tim Patrick. He didn't want to
Who's
tackle
T?
anybody.
Oh, Tom Kennedy. I was like, who's TK85?
You know, the camp cockroach that doesn't die. He's been on our camp in our practice squad camp for
Yeah,
6 years now.
JV. I
Longer
don't
than
know
Dan
why.
Campbell.
Is it just me or why? When he typed in TK85, I think of like a Terminator name. What's your name? I am TK85.
Moonscar, good to see you, brother.
Moonscar. Long time no see,
Let's give
buddy.
him the music too. What the hell?
We're smoking dad this afternoon. Probably
I
doing
don't know.
something.
Maybe he has something to do.
True.
I think it's going to end up being Hendon Hooker when all's said and done, or it's going to be that UDFA out of Eastern Michigan University. It depends on how everything goes in the in-game during preseason, because that's who we're probably going to see. Because I don't think Kyle Allen's going to even make it there. He's dog shit.
So you think for the Hall of Fame game it'll be Hooker and then this UDFA guy?
Yeah, let me look up his name again. I got it right here. God, no, I don't have it right here.
I'll have to research.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up for Thursday's show, and we'll talk about him. I'll do a little player preview of him. But he's good. He's got a good arm. He's got limited but better mobility than Kyle Allen. He's a bigger quarterback too. I think he was like 6'2" or 6'3".
Have you realized there's a lot of NFL quarterbacks named Allen lately? Jared Allen or Josh Allen, Brandon Allen, Kyle Allen. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, it is what it is. I think because I don't think anybody in the NFL is going to sign Bridgewater after the little stuff that came out. But
No.
what's weird is when I read it, he actually did all those things for the players prior to being a coach, not while a coach, and after he left to come back to the NFL. So I don't understand why they decided they weren't going to bring him back.
Mm. Do you think someone brings him back as a high school coach or
I think he
red
might
flag?
end up going straight to college and end up being a QB coach or an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And earn his way back to the NFL. Did you guys hear that Caleb Williams and Joe Burrow are dating? They just live each other's fashion sense. They are trying to get Jordan Love to come in and make the triangle. Oh, that's why he was dressed like this at Joe Burrow's birthday party.
Yep. Exactly.
No, I wouldn't give him that. I'm saying if I gave him a year's deal, it would be equivalent to what Derek Barnes is getting this year, next year. I wouldn't give him more than a 1 year contract. It'd be 1 year play and see how you do. And if you fall off, ride off into the sunset.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because at 30, I'm doing it 1 year at a time. I'm not signing him past that. Or it's going to be a 1 year with a futures contract where it's a little cap hit 2 and 3 years down the road to not affect the overall cap situation.
Exactly.
And like I said, with him being an off-ball linebacker, I would not give him any more than Derek Barnes' money at his age.
Yep.
Incentives included.
Exactly. He's the captain, right?
Yes, that's the only reason why I would do it in a 1 year rotational thing. Just say, hey, we got you another year. Let's see how you do. If your play drops off, ride it off into the sunset.
Uh,
And this is the year we should see another progression by there he is, it's smoking bad. So let's give a recap for those that just joined. Vaki and Lopez had minor injuries. Vaki's is a hamstring strain, not a pull or a tear, and both are expected to be back to practice within a few days. And by that time, they'll be in full pads again. Brodric Martin hurt his foot and left practice today. So with this being year 3 and his show or get out year is what I was predicting all along because of Mikai Wingo coming back during the preseason, possibly as early as the beginning of the season. He'd have been behind him in the depth chart anyways. So I think that spells his departure already, especially if it's anything serious. It'll be a medically waived thing. We'll find out later today or first thing in the morning. Alex Anzalone is upset he hasn't gotten an extension yet, but said he will play through, that he's only missing time due to his hamstring, whether he gets a contract or not.
yeah.
But even that, these few days is going to give guys like that Tuatawa and God, I wish that other guy from Miami, Ohio, Anthony Tyus III, wouldn't have been medically discharged for something wrong because he was looking good at OTAs.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I
it's
think.
a
Go ahead.
No, you first.
I think Jack Campbell's definitely gonna take Anzalone's spot as the lead once Anzalone's done.
Amen. I'm there. I'm with you. Z Smith, it means more to this defense than Brodric Martin. 100%.
How much would the Lions lose if you cut him? Not a lot, probably. I'm guessing.
I think it's only a $2 million dead cap hit because of Brodric Martin being that late fourth rounder, not quite a fifth rounder or late third rounder. It's not much. It's not like you're cutting a first or second rounder.
Yeah,
Because he was picked 96, if I remember right.
sounds right.
Yeah, and I think this is the year Jack Campbell is going to get the captain thing. Just because he's there at camp, he's doing everything right. I've heard nothing bad. We all know what he does good. But when you hear stuff about guys that are like that were picked early, like first rounders and second rounders, when you don't hear anything, they're doing their fucking job.
Exactly. And I love Jack Campbell.
But so far, the defensive play that has stood out the most has been Marcus Davenport yesterday and Ian Kennelly consistently. Coaches have been bragging him up the entire time. Amen. Hey, Paul. That's why these practices are done the way they are. And it's not the traditional two-a-days that you remember, but it is 6 hours of practice. It's a 6-hour session. There's 3 hours before a lunch break and then 3 hours after. So it's technically a two-a-day, but it isn't, because it used to be you did 6 hours from 6 a.m. to noon, have an hour break, and then another 6 hours of practice after. But that stopped back in 2017, right after Corey Stringer died of dehydration and a stroke.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate situation.
But that's also why there's been an increase in soft tissue injuries. As of the first year in 2018, when they did away with two-a-days, soft tissue injuries went up by 30%. And every year that they cut more out of the practice schedule, it goes up by 3% every year. We're at 45% more than it was in 2017.
It's crazy.
So this year, I expect it to go up 30% again, unless it's finally plateaued.
Yeah.
But listen to what all we've had happen this offseason. Torn ACL, hamstring, lower leg strain, foot strain.
Yeah.
All soft tissue injuries.
Yeah.
And I expect that in that we're only what? They just reported to camp Saturday. They didn't start practicing till Monday. And here it is Tuesday, and we're already talking about three injuries that could have been very catastrophic if it was all of them. The biggest one was Levi O, and and everybody's talking about, well, when did this happen and when is the surgery? They've always kept that stuff close to the vest, and they just found out, and they did move him to the IR within a day of his injury on Saturday. Yeah, so we're only we're saving $1 million. Okay, I know it was bigger prior to June 1st. I didn't look at the whole thing now because I wasn't thinking about post and pre June 1st, because there's money that's due them for practice camp bonuses. So once they get them, the dead cap reduces greatly. Thanks, Moonstar, for looking that up.
Yep.
I just don't like to be staring at my phone the whole time. It's hard not to, though.
Well, I'm on my phone because that's how I go on streams. But I'd be addicted. But thank you. Yeah, I'm on sure.
Right. It's not if the NFL doesn't have those stats. It tells me they don't care about player injuries. It tells me all they care about is the bottom line.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm gonna heat something real quick.
Amen. That's the answer with our defensive line woes. But I find it surprising that Marcus Davenport absolutely owned and crushed Penei Sewell yesterday afternoon. That's all anybody's talking about right now, is that he actually went and body shaped and got back in shape, and he's looking better than he has since his 9.5 sack season with the New Orleans Saints, which I believe was 2019 or 2018. I can't remember which.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Because technically Marcus Davenport's injury woes only goes back the last 3 years. It's not like it's been his entire career. He's played 16, 15, 14, and 15 4 years in a row. And look at this. It's our resident Packer fan, Yoli Cruz. Hi, Yoli.
Hi, Yoli. Just making a little lunch real quick. Yeah, I find it funny that the Lions are playing the Chargers on the Hall of Fame game, and then we just heard that Philip Rivers is announcing as a Charger retiring.
And yes, Steve, you're absolutely right. Great point. And they want an 18-game season. Injuries are really going to go up then. That is when it'll go up again. I'm saying as it stands with the current scheduling, because they've had 3 to 4 years of getting used to doing 17 games, it may plateau and stay at 45% more and not go up this year in regular games this season. But once it goes to 18 games, but the current CBA goes to 2030, and it looks like it may not happen till then. So we may have 4 or 5 years before that happens. They're pushing to get it in 2028, but I don't think they can without renegotiating the CBA.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Right. And I said that too. Expanding the rosters makes the most sense. Maybe making the regular roster go to 60 and then expand the practice squad to 20. That way you end up with an 80-man complete roster then. And also expand how many you can bring off the practice squad in to keep who's fresh. That way you're not totally destroying your guys every game. And they would also have to go to a rotating bye week plus a stationary one, specifically at the trade deadline, week 9.
Yeah.
I think that would be perfect. Everybody else gets a rotating one. The only ones that would suffer, believe it or not, are the ones right in the middle that would end up with 2 straight weeks of bye week.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's before or after, that bye week
Yep.
would actually hurt teams.
Yeah.
I think and you can't start it at least until week 5, and you have to have the bye weeks done by week 16. That way, you only got 2 to 4 weeks and with no bye weeks at the beginning and end of the season.
I agree.
That's just my suggestion. I don't know if they'll do that, but I think that makes the most sense. And if they make you do a game overseas, the teams that play overseas should have a bye week the next week automatically with all the extra travel time.
Yep.
And make that week before. Oh, 100%. They are all about the bottom line, the dollar. It's the reason why Dallas is falling apart the way they are with the Micah Parsons issue and everything else. Just remember, before you make retarded comments about a team that's not yours, Don't do this.
That's funny.
And as the second rounders all sign their contracts and return to camp, this is what it was like to start the second round with only 2 players signed right after the draft.
Exactly. Ugh.
But that's basically the Lions news in a nutshell. And I'll see everybody again at noon on Thursday. Like I said, I have some other obligations I have to do tomorrow, but I will do all my research and we'll have a double news show because I'll have all the news from Wednesday on Thursday morning too. We will be doing the NFL Roundtable Talks at 9 p.m. Wednesday night, and I will try to get. And Robbie, if you're still out there, 100%, if you want to be on to talk about your Steelers, let me know.
Yep.
But I'm not even going to do the regular sponsors. I'm just going to do it the way I like to close out the show because guess what? We're not even playing them yet. It's about our teams alone. The only one I need to post about and talk about is this one, who also is this. Kings of the North, 2 years in a row. Until we play a game, they are still the Kings.
Yep.
15-2. The year before, 12-5. First back-to-back 10-plus winning seasons in team history. We're back, baby. But try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts right here. Thank you, Will Vogue, and everybody in the chat for joining us. It was a pleasure and an honor to talk to you. Have a great day, everybody.
See ya.
Yeah, yo, it's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken, stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 podcasts, we breaking it down. Join the team, Huddle Sports, wear the crown. Live every weekday, it's how we roll. Lions Talk with Jeremy B, we taking a stroll. From 11 to 12, don't miss a beat. We break down the game, make the info sweet. The Daily Huddle Podcast, noon to 1. CST Zone, we're just having fun. Toss your doubts, we bring the facts. Tune into the Huddle.